Well, hello.
All right, y'all. We are here. We are live. Y'all know what it is. It's the first day of the month. So, that means we have to make a video. I'm waiting for my co-host. She's trying to be the camera woman back here. And everything and then some. But
She's here.
she is here. We're here. And we are about to get into this thing, man. It is the month of love. It is the month of love. It is the month of love. It is also Black history, melanin history, African history, Caribbean history, whatever our people are on the planet month, even though we know it is not simply a month, it is every single day. But, you know, we appreciate our little 28 days when you get it.
That's why I'm wearing. Look, my sweatpants that he got me. It has all black stuff on it. It's all black, you know.
It does
everything
have
black.
all black stuff on it. And that leads us directly into why we are wearing these shirts.
So, as you can see, we are swagged out in some new gear. And the shirt reads, "A moment of silence for the lives lost to COVID-19." Now, we all have been affected by COVID-19. We have all experienced some type of change in our normalcy because of it. And for those of us who have lost lives, family members, friends, even people we don't know due to COVID-19, we wanted to support this Black-owned business. So if you want a shirt like this in either brown or blue, please comment down below. If we happen to miss your comment, please check us out on our social medias. Everything's pretty much SoulFood Village where you can find us. And today, with love being our theme, there's a lot of big things going on in February. We already know about the 14th. I mean, that's pretty much global around the world. We also know something's happening on the 21st. Another thing is happening on the 23rd. We also have something big happening on the 19th. So, you know, it's a lot is happening in February. But we also determined that we want to give you guys more of us, more content, more that you can get to know who we are, what we're about. And so today we are going, well, I'm not, but she is going to tell you, my Senan, my love, is going to tell you about her past and what it was like for her to understand and define love. I might chime in every now and again, but I'm going to be here eating on these yams as if I'm a village boy, but I'm a city boy, you know what I'm saying? So I'm a segue her in. You already know she don't need no introduction. She out here in these streets. She coming straight from West Africa, you know what I'm saying? Like straight from Benin Republic. Ain't nobody else out here doing it, you know what I'm saying? She a diamond of the west coast of Africa, a diamond out here, you know what I'm saying? The one I love, the one I know, the one and only, Senan, Isabel, Cat Polio. See, I told y'all I was gonna get it. So, Miss Cacpavy.
Yes. Yes, mate.
What's been your experience with love from your past? Not to me, but and not romantically, but just from your past. What has been your experience with love?
Well, thank you for having me.
No.
No, but before I get into it, please subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. I know usually we end up not saying that and okay, the groove of it. But love. It's been a journey for me as far as understanding, appreciating, defining love, because it's not really part of a discussion in terms of how I grew up, my upbringing, the culture of my family, and so forth. It's more of it's like the thing you do and share without necessarily talking about it. I didn't hear a lot of, or any "I love you" when I was growing up. And for anybody who's purely American here, who's like, "Oh my God, you had a terrible childhood." No, relax. I had
It wasn't that bad.
it wasn't bad at all. You're like, it wasn't that. I know you just think I have a terrible childhood because I didn't eat Lucky Charm growing up. Because you're like,
I ain't either.
but no, the reason I say it's not something I've heard or anything like that growing up, because it's just not something that's expressed in word in my culture, right? It's more so actions and action and love, depending on who you ask, and I think we can hopefully all agree that it's a verb, it's an action. It's not just saying I love you. But in this culture that I am now, my adopting culture, which is American culture, it's actions for the love that's actually genuine. That's follow up oftentimes with what I love you. We hang up phones oftentimes with I love you, and things like that. We tell that to our families when they're getting out, to go to work or whatever in the morning. But that's not how I grew up having it. No, that's not how I was raised by my mother. Primarily, when I was back home, she's still back home for context. As I kept talking, but it's a childhood wherein mom, for the most part, I would say, for anybody who had a healthy, genuine childhood, it's parents are our first experience of love, and that was no difference for me. My mom was my first. She was the first person who loved me. She was the first person who cared for me. She was my all. Essentially, she had care for all my needs, spiritual. Because that woman, you would not miss church. Okay, you would know the Lord. Financial, the basic needs, food, the usual, and above all of that, or on top of all of that, what she made sure to do was, okay, just take it over, honey. I've had enough. You just gonna pretend I didn't see that, right? It didn't happen. But no, she made sure that I had the parameters that she deemed was necessary in terms of raising a young girl by herself, with the resources she had, the basic needs and all that good stuff. So a lot of time, her love for me is, as I said, the first expression of love, but it's more so recognized now, looking backward. You know what I mean? Because at the time I wasn't like, ooh, like mom just gave me her breast milk. Thank you, mom, you love me. or like mom just gave me a shower. I'm 6 years old. Thank you, mom, for washing my dirt. Or like mom just potty trained me. Ooh, you're doing it, mom. You love me so much. That was it. It's just what it was. But more what I appreciate more was I actually really appreciated her more when I moved out being coming to the US, having a whole lot of new road to explore, navigate, a whole lot of new culture, new language, new household, because I'm now living with new people who, again, are family, but it's still a different structure, it's a different way of things, right? It's a different dynamic altogether. Within which, even though it's a different culture, a different whole lot of things, the basis with which she raised me was the foundation that kept me going. Was the foundation that when I didn't have an issue with she's doing this or she's doing that, or what, you know what I mean. It was a lot to take in, but for some reason I was able to handle it without going bananas. And I even told her, and appreciation in words or not something, again, that's another thing that is not usually done, where it's not like, I'm so proud of you, this and that. It's not that often, but I made sure on a couple of occasions, especially after a few years after being here and feeling like, okay, I feel like I'm getting this handle, like, you know what I mean, like 2-3 years, even 5 years into it, I was like, and she's asking me questions, how's it going, all this other thing. I'm like, for real, it's tough, but it's very doable, because a lot of things that are being praised for over here, or things that I didn't even have to think about because of things, because they are values that you've instilled on me. And
It's kind of the concept of giving somebody their roses while they're alive.
yes, yes, exactly. And that, I mean, to this day, you know, the foundation is a foundation. It just, you can build all the, if it's very strong, you can do everything with it and change it as needed for situations and so forth. But that's been my foundation for love. Now everything was added, right? Because we have like thing with the saying, it takes a village. Really did take a village. Like I went to Catholic school, and the majority of the teachers and professors there I knew because I knew them from church, and they were associates of my mom. As in, she's a teacher, right? Even though she doesn't teach college at all, but she's a well-known, respected person at the church, and I'm her daughter, so I can do no wrong. Like, well, one of her daughters. So
she don't care about her sister.
no, because she didn't go to Catholic school. My sister went to public school, right? So I felt like my mom must have thought, she must have thought I needed more structure, because she's like, I'm gonna put you in Catholic school, because I don't know, the way you're going, I don't know. I think I needed just a little bit more help from Jesus. No, but but it really takes a village, because those church folks, whether the people my age who end up being classmates, or people who are teachers or what have you that I see at church, those are all folks that if something were to go wrong, I know I can count on them. If something were to go wrong, if there was an emergency or something, there are people that my mom can count on to take the appropriate precautions and as needed. And when I moved here, same thing. Like my family over here, you know, were part of that love. You know, they became part of that love. And the culture is still much the same, even though they've been here a little longer. I mean, they're still African. We have much the same. Oh, you don't really say I love you like that. We don't really, you know, but the love is there. You know, we'll care for, we advise as needed, all that good stuff. It's just, and then, yes.
So here's a question that I have.
Yes.
I'm sure the viewers will have. Who was the first person to tell you I love you outside of family?
The first, you.
Of course I wasn't. I just wanted to hear the answer.
Actually, no.
Of course I wasn't. I just wanted to hear the answer. Next question.
No. You were the first person whose I love you mattered. Let's put it that way.
Of course I want to know that.
But you, the first person who told me that loved me, that I can recall, was a guy of a romantic relationship that was not ready for that at all. I wasn't ready for that at all, and I sort of went with it because I was like, I watch TV. I know when somebody tells you, and it's America, right? When somebody tells you they love you, you tell them too. You love them too, and I was like, I love you too, but I was like, bro. And then I thought, you know, the call was done. I was like, I don't know about it. It's like, I fuck with you, but I don't know that we'll do it like that just yet. Needless to say that.
I wasn't that guy, so.
Needless to say, but your I love you was the second and most important, if I so dare to say.
Keep going, just keep going. That was beautiful. It's really beautiful. Keep going, I'm done.
But the reason, all of that to say, my expression and my reception of love is totally different depending on who I'm talking to, right? If I'm talking to my family and I'm addressing my family, we barely say that shit. It's just not happening. And I mean family in the US as well as family over there. But when I'm talking to my friends, I'm talking to Jason, of course, it's a whole different story, right?
Or my family.
Right, or your friends or your family. It's like almost every time I hang up the phone with your mom, she said I love you, and I'm like I love you too, or I say, it's just like at first when she said first time, I was just like, I know, but it's just you know.
It's so soon. It's so soon. It's so sudden. I mean, I don't know.
But I know that, but I wasn't, in a way, it wasn't like a shock because I know from the first time I met her, you know, your family is like the most loving family I've ever met in terms of expressing love and so forth and saying it right there and there. So when I met her, man, we're good to go. Like You are out of the picture. She got $1. She's done.
Low key, super dummy yummy side note. She did always want a girl.
Now she got one. But so I mean I know I've been on the phone with you while you're on the phone with her a lot of times, so I know when she hung up the phone almost all the time. I know that's like her way of doing things, and so it wasn't like a shock. It was just the reciprocation was a little friction on my side.
Somebody new. It's different
Right.
culture.
Right.
Not too used to.
Right. But that's always because I remember I was in one of those days when we went to see your family. I was in the couch. You and I were in the couch, and one of the Auntie Ray came in, and you went to give her a hug and a kiss, and I was like, oh, I didn't know I was supposed to do that
me
too.
too?
I was like, I thought that was a cousin and auntie
She was
thing.
like, hashtag me too.
I was like, but no, that's been the foundation, and everything adds to it from friends, and friends hold a very close place to my heart as well, just because they truly do. Just because they've
Hi, friends.
yes, they've played a major role in helping me navigate this culture change and being the support outside of family, especially when family dynamic can be different, and so forth. Even in an academic place, I've experienced and appreciated love from mentors, professors, even if it's just I still have a couple people to this day that I'm like they just play. It was to them it was small, but it was very big to me, especially looking back and how it shifted and helped and added to my one point of view.
I'll say this. I think there's few things that compare to a person who you weren't expecting love from and you get it from. Like you talked about having the love from a teacher. You know what I'm saying? Like that's somebody who most of the time, it's your case like with your mom, that's not blood. That's somebody who's literally in a lot of ways deciding your career, deciding your next move, but it's always nice when they can see through the student and you can see through the professor and you can make that connection, and I know you've had that, and that's just something amazing that I would, anybody who's going to school, especially if you're at university, I would definitely say if you can find that professor, if you can find that person that truly, genuinely cares about your well-being beyond the grade, you're doing amazing things.
It's rare, and it's like it's one of those things where we know every profession is not for everyone, and those teachers you can tell they truly appreciate you. They don't even have to tell you why they became a teacher. Like you can just tell, like, oh, you really enjoy this. You actually really doing this because you have the gift for it. First of all, because I would say to my dad, not everybody who knows the information can teach. Period. Period. And not everybody who has a doctorate in teaching can be a mentor or what have you. No. Some people have it, some people don't. It's what it is. But those are all part of things that I've appreciated, whether it's small, big, or what have you. That's been ways of me experiencing and sharing and showing love. And luckily, one of the big ways I enjoy showing love is food, okay? Like, I just fried this up while we were waiting for the camera thing to charge. I'm like, well, let's have some ham. This is pre-dinner. Right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No. I'm going to say my tagline, for real, yo. I ain't playing with you. Where I'm from, we eat.
I was waiting for that. That's it. Don't you dare tell this man, oh, you know, is that it for the night or no? Where I'm from, we eat. That was not dinner. What you talking about?
Day one.
Day one. But no, that's one thing I can say that we both share is that food is one of our love languages in a sense. Whether it's sharing it versus receiving is the same thing. I know when I make food for you, you enjoy it. I know when you make food for me, I enjoy it. That was one of the first few things you did actually on our first few dates. I know. It's totally maybe for next week or the week after. But I'll keep this short. How long do we have? How long have you been?
Hold on.
I'll keep this short so that it's not too long. next week is gonna be more him and his experience with love and so forth.
I'll say this. Next week she'll be the interviewer and I'll be the interviewee.
Yes.
You know, I like this style. I like doing this stuff. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, close us out. I ain't gonna say nothing else.
Alright, well, that is it. So, moms are amazing. If you haven't get anything from what I've said, moms are the foundation of love. Okay, everything else builds upon that. Everything else adds to that, and it allows you to appreciate other people's love, and to allows you to recognize how you best can and will appreciate sharing love with other people, because love goes in both directions, right? And sometimes you're showing love in a way that the other person doesn't receive it, and that for those who, I'm sure you've heard about the 5 languages of the 5 love languages, that's understandable, right? Because I know some of the first few times we hung out before we even started dating, we knew each other 3 years before we started dating. I know you try to like hold my hand, and I was like, I dig your style, boy, but I don't know about all that hand holding thing. Like for real, I remember that, and it's like I liked you at the time for sure, but I was just like, I've never held anybody's hand in public. You know, it was so weird to me, and so for him, that was him showing love or like or affection or whatever you want to call it. But because it's not the way in which I know it at the time, it's not something that resonated to me, right? And luckily, he wasn't immature enough to think, oh, well, she doesn't want to hold my hand, well, peace out. You know, we still hung out long after that before we had to go different ways and reconnected again. One of these days, we got to tell the story about it.
Oh, yeah. In the third week.
Okay, yes, you're right. But that's it. I'm going to end it there again. This being SoulFood Village, I'm Senan. This is Jason. These shirts, let us know if you liked one or like to get it for somebody. Hit us up, comment, like, share. We appreciate you. Happy Black History Month. Share some love with your black folks. We love love. Black love is amazing. Share some love with your melanated people. Just share love, okay? It's February. It's Love Month. It's Black History Month.
Stay safe.
Stay safe, yes.
Social distance.
Yes.
Keep your mask on.
Yes.
We're going to get through the show.
All right. Finally, right? And this light stayed on, so I guess it's like...
I think it's censored. Like if the sun...
I think so, because I was like,
It's like, I'm not working right now.
Right? I think that's what it was. That makes sense.
That light is like, no, I know what time it is. I'm not stupid. Like, get out of here.
Is this thing still recording? Oh, it is. Oh, okay. Oh, great.
I mean, we didn't say no bad words.
Wait, hold on. Something is happening. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong thing.